Hey and welcome, I'm Tina. I help DIYers by sharing formulas and recipes to save time and hassle and increase their bath and body line of products.
Hey y'all, today we're going to make a pink and white sugar scrub. I'm calling it Candy Cane Peppermint. And I'll be sharing with you later on in the video something that I've attempted for the first time in my entire life. And I actually did it while I was recording this video. These sugar scrubs that I've been sharing with you guys, they are so super simple to make and put together and jar up. The hardest part about this one here was making that little label there. But there's the ingredient list that I threw up there on the screen for you guys. You can take a screenshot of it and save it. Here I'm adding all of the heated phase ingredients, and that's going to be the 10% emulsifier, which I used the Soft and Silky from Crafter's Choice, and then 5% stearic acid, 5% cetyl alcohol. Next, I add in the butters, which in this recipe, I'm using 10% shea butter and 10% kokum butter. And then next, I'll start adding in the oils. I used 30% of sunflower oil, 25% sweet almond oil, and then, of course, my favorite, APM or isopropyl myristate, and I added that at 2%. And whenever I say percent, that in weight, if you're making a 100-gram batch, that's like 2 grams or 5 grams. So let me clarify. If I say 2%, I'm talking in weight, 2 grams. That's if you're making a 100-gram batch. So if I'd say 5%, I'm saying 5 grams. So I'll try to make that a little bit clearer throughout the video. And this scrub turned out a lot whiter than my previous scrubs that I've made. And I believe it's because I chose lighter colored oils and lighter colored butters. I used in, I believe, a couple of videos back, I used a BTMS50 emulsifier, and it was sort of a tan color. So all of my scrubs and butters were coming out with sort of this tan color. So I had to add some color to them to kind of change that. But next, once you get all the ingredients put into the beaker, then you're going to heat it up to 158 degrees. Make sure you use a thermometer because I just don't want to see any solids in there. Once you don't see any solids in there, then what I do is I put it in the freezer until it gets kind of slushy, kind of solid on top and on the sides. And then I use a mixer with just one beater and mix it around, fluff it up until it looks like pudding, and just make sure that it's under 100 degrees before I put in the next few ingredients, which that'll be the preservative, it'll be the T50 tocopherols or vitamin E. And then before I put in the sugar, I put in 0.5 grams of the peppermint essential oil. And I just got this at the Dollar General store down the street, nothing fancy. And the main thing to remember is every time you add a few little ingredients, make sure that it's mixed up with the mixer again just for a couple of seconds. And then I divided this up into 2 different batches, and I colored one of the batches with the pink mica. This is where I put in the pink mica, and it just didn't turn out as red as I would like it. So I added some more, and then I added in 50 grams of sugar each. I split this up into 50-gram batches here. And then once I get all this mixed up with all this sugar blended into it, then I'm going to put this into a piping bag. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. I have bought some piping bags and tips, and honestly had to look at the directions for a little bit to figure out how to put it together. But anyway, I put white on one side and then I put the pink on the other side. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, this will come out pink and white, but it didn't quite turn out that way. Here in the next few frames, you can see that I'm putting it in, and I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I'm thinking I'll fill 2 bags each with a separate color next time when I make another batch of this. But if anybody out there's got any suggestions on how I could do this better, go ahead and put it in the comments below or direct me to some other videos. It'd certainly be appreciated. I know one thing that I'm already going to do differently, and I'm going to let it sit for at least 24 hours before I try to pipe it next time because it'll be a lot stiffer. While I'm thinking about it, go ahead and subscribe and like and leave any comments that you have below in the comment box. And I'll also have the ingredient list listed and pinned in the comments. And I'd like to thank all 45 of my subscribers for continuing to watch and coming back and visiting my channel. I really do appreciate you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded a video, but I was asked to speak at a women's Christian conference recently, so I took some time off to prepare for that. So I appreciate you guys' patience, and I hope you enjoyed this little sugar scrub recipe today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.